But let's see. So Jarod likes to dress up when he comes to see me at the airport. So I'm always in the dark about what it's gonna be. I don't know what he's gonna show up looking like. My family does. Everybody that I know knows what he's dressing up like, but I don't. So he just pulled in, and you can guarantee it's gonna be something funny. Hey, you guys! Holy shit. Dude, that's spot on.
Sloth, Dennis. Sloth love Dennis. Sloth brought Dennis a baby.
Roo, you're gonna come live with me. You're gonna come live with me.
Come live with you, hairy chest.
All right, what's the plan, Sloth?
We're going to the coast. We are going to fish with one of my dearest friends, one of the coolest cats on the planet, Mr. Richie Underwood on the Quinault River, which is a tribal-only river, and so you have to have a tribal guide. Richie's been doing this for 40 years.
Wow.
And he is a legend. They call him the Fish Whisperer, man. That guy is a fishing magician, and got the chance of catching some absolute monster steelhead. Lots of numbers. Water conditions are good. Weather conditions are probably the best I've ever seen as far as coming out to the coast. You get rivers rained all last week.
Keep left to merge on the steep.
Rained all last week. Rivers came up, fish flushed in. Rivers dropped into shape Tuesday, Wednesday, so we should be hitting at prime time.
This trip to the Quinault River up in Washington is something that Jarod and I have been talking about for a couple years now. It's one of his favorite trips of the year, and I know Hunter loves it too. I'm so excited to take a look at it. And if you remember, if you watched the last show that ended the last season, we got here and it had blown out. We hit the worst timing you could get. So much rain, rivers are blown out, had to drive. And then today, seems like we got
Sunshine and lollipops. Sunshine and lollipops.
The rivers are in shape.
Yes.
The fish are in.
Yes.
Like everything.
We are going to the Quinault River. This is one of my favorite places on the planet to go and catch steelhead. You've heard me say before, my favorite thing to do is go fishing for steelhead. My second favorite thing is fishing for steelhead in Alaska. And my top second favorite thing is fishing for steelhead in Alaska with Dennis. Well, my number one thing to do is fish this river, the Quinault River, with my buddy Richie, my son Hunter, and of course, Smiley Dennis.
Feeling good. I mean, seeing Jarod so pumped up, it's pretty cool. Jarod's excited. He's done a lot of cool stuff. I'm excited.
I fished this river about 3 or 4 times, but this spot in particular, I haven't fished it at all yet. So I'm really excited for this.
Well, spending time with your good friends, bro, in a place like this.
And this, you got pristine water. I mean, there's no houses, there's no trains, there's no cars. Hello, everybody. My name is Richie Underwood, Quinault guide, assault on the Quinault. I've been guiding now for 40 years, I guess. I started back in 83, 84. Seen a lot of change in the industry. So I'm grateful to be in a position I'm at. Come full circle in my guide business now, so it's not about anything that it used to be. It's more now of friendships and just hanging out with good friends.
Starting off with some float rods here. We got us dialed on a few different things. These boys are running floats and jigs. I think I'm gonna run a pink worm.
I like those.
I'll throw a little Pro-Cure on there.
Yeah, that's good because it's water soluble, so you can spray that on the jig too.
On the pink worm, I'll go with the little oil base. Oops. A little krill on your.
Nice.
That'll let it fluff.
Yep.
Fluffer.
Perfect. So water soluble scent, what that does, it adds scent to the jig without adding any of the like viscous greasiness to it, and so it allows the hackle and the feathers and things to pulsate in the water. Rather than getting all oiled up and matted down to where they don't work right, this allows that freedom for the scent to penetrate out or come out of the jig, and it doesn't mat up the hairs.
I'm just gonna cast where nobody else is and see if I can't get them in the lane that nobody's fished yet. That's my strategy for today. Or low hole some people, who knows, we'll see.
So, you know, a lot of people get deterred just because of river conditions, and I don't. If I'm going steelhead fishing, I'm going steelhead fishing. I may have to adjust my methods to where I'm fishing inside, outside, deep water. So we're changing techniques. We fished a bobber and jig and bobber and worm through this first part of the water. It was kind of a pocket water on the sides, and we like doing those like a suspended style of float. And so we're switching to bobber dogging, which is a technique to where the current from the water actually pushes the flat spot of the bobber and pulls it downstream. We have a Dave's Tangle Free lead on there, and that bounces along the bottom. And so this big, deeper, longer pools, we're gonna fish those, and we'll fish the suspended floats, the jigs and worms, in that shallower pocket water. Told you I can feel it. Steelhead are funny creatures, right? So they are funny creatures, right? There are creatures they live in certain spots, and our bobbers were going through there, and I got my, what I call my steelhead spidey sense going. And I looked right up, and my bobber just goes, "Ka-dunk!"
You literally called that out. Oh yeah. What a fish.
God, I love this stuff. Steelhead fishing is so fun. It's like Babe Ruth. I just point into the stands, and boom.
There it was.
Now I gotta land it so I don't look like a goober.
Second time, we got one little stripe on it. We tried to be muy macho. We got a little single stripe. Now
Is there anything better than watching a steelhead jump between two of your buddies' bobbers?
Look how lively that fish.
He's a pumper.
He's gonna probably feel like 20 pounders the way he's running. His bike
Ready?
is doing all kinds of weird things. Yeah. Oh, good job. Okay, let me put that in the boat.
We're gonna let this one go do its thing, and restart.
Oh, look at that, son. Good job, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Oh, man.
Woof.
Good work, Jared.
Gone.
On the board.
Yeah, on the board. I was using a float system and what we call like a gooey bob, which is a plastic, looks like an egg concoction or an egg cluster. So we're drifting them through there in these spots, and Richie's kind of picking them apart as we go down the river. So we're gonna fire that thing out and see if we can't go for number 2.
I was just having fun, and then the second my dad caught a fish, I was like, okay, I know I gotta catch up now. My drag's all messed up. No!
What happened?
My drag's all messed up. I think we got it, we're good.
You get it?
We're good.
You got it?
I got it. I was looking away. Every time you look away, my bobber goes down, no matter what. I looked away, and then I set the hook, but my drag was all the way loose, so I couldn't fight the fish at all. But now I think I got it figured out, and he's right here. There we go.
Yeah. That a baby.
That's a good fish. That's a good one.
About a 12 pounder or so. That's a solid fish, and she's still feisty. I'll pop that hook in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice work, buddy.
Thank you.
Ready for the release?
Yeah, release her away.
Yeah, I made it.
Gotta make some babies.
Sit down.
Lo and behold, the little feller comes from behind the gate, swoops around me on turn 4, and starts picking them off, one after another. Not in front of me, behind me.
Sorry, Rich, you got shit. No, that's all right.
Well, I think my dad hooked that fish earlier. You probably saw it jump, and we went back up through there. I looked away, my bobber was down, and we caught that fish.
And your drag was loose?
My drag was
You're
loose.
set on perch?
It was all messed up. So I'm surprised I caught that, but we did, so.
Good job, man.
Yeah, buddy. Hello, kid. We're on the board, and Dennis is not.
You guys gotta rub it in, don't you? My little drag's loose. My drag was too loose. Yeah. Yeah, baby. That was awesome. I went through there, and I've been fishing this side of this bank as we've been coming down quite a bit, and I've been moving my stopper back and forth. I went a little too deep and started hitting. I lifted it up about 6-8 inches. Next drift through there, boom, boom, and it's just ate it. The second time just went under, hammered it.
That's the beauty of using different presentations while we're doing stuff like this is, you know, Dennis is fishing a worm and Hunter's fishing I think a bead. I'm fishing a bead on a different setup, and so we're kind of, you know, in between all these different setups. That way we can target the same water with different presentations, you know, just like people, we don't all want to eat the same thing at the restaurant, so Dennis fed the fish something else that they wanted.
The other thing we've been doing is changing colors too. We had a little bit of a slow leading into lunch time period, so we changed colors of beads I changed color of pink worms. I put a white tail and a blue front on it. Just switch some stuff up a little bit. That's a buck, isn't it? Just
There you got it.
I went for it.
I thought he was good.
He's mad. He's mad. Oh. Oh.
Fight him longer.
He didn't even know. He didn't realize what was going on.
I tickled him.
Until Hunter tickled him on his belly a little bit. Well, the other things too, I'm fighting this fish a little bit light because we're running 12-pound fluorocarbon on this. So a 30-pound braid to a 12-pound leader. So I'm trying to be a little bit gentle with him in this heavy current. All right, Hunter, here he comes. Cool.
One more.
Reel down, hook up. There you go.
Now we got him. Yes. Now look at that color. Look at him. That's a big buck. He's shooting sperm everywhere. Yes, feels good to get one on the board.
Now
Feels
we're all
good.
tied. We're tied.
Now we all got one. We feel so good today. Woo!
You get a fish, bud?
Take a quick picture and saw the fender on her way. All right.
What a fish!